Dad, can we talk for a minute?
Sure. What's on your mind, Tom?
It's about long distance relationships. I hate them.
Ah, I see. Long distance can be tough. What's bothering you about it?
It's just, I feel like it's impossible to maintain a real connection when you're miles apart.
It can definitely be challenging, but it's not impossible. Your mom and I did it when I was stationed overseas.
But how did you do it? It feels like no matter how much you talk or video call, it's never the same as being together.
You're right, it's not the same. But communication is key. When your mom and I were apart, we made sure to talk as often as we could, and we sent letters and care packages too. It helped us feel closer.
I guess. But it's just so hard sometimes, you know? I miss her so much when we're apart.
I understand, son. Missing someone you love is one of the hardest things. But think about what you're building together. Distance can strengthen a relationship if you let it.
What do you mean?
Well, being apart forces you to really appreciate the time you do have together, and it gives you both space to grow individually, which can actually make your relationship stronger in the long run.
I never thought about it like that.
Plus, having something to look forward to, like visits or eventual reunions, can help keep your bond strong.
I suppose you're right. It's just tough sometimes, you know? Feeling like she's so far away.
I know, son, but remember, distance is just a temporary obstacle. If you and your partner are committed to each other, you can overcome it together.
Thanks, Dad. I needed to hear that.
I'm here for you, no matter what. And remember, your mom and I are rooting for you both. So, how's Sarah doing? How are you two managing the long distance thing?
She's doing all right, I guess. But it's tough on both of us. We try to make it work, but sometimes it feels like we're drifting apart.
That's understandable. Distance can put a strain on any relationship. But remember, it's not just about the miles between you. It's about the connection you share.
Yeah, I know. We still talk every day, but it's not the same as being together.
Have you talked to her about how you're feeling?
Not really. I don't want to add more stress to her plate.
Communication is key, Tom. It's important to be open and honest with each other, especially when things get tough. She might be feeling the same way, but doesn't know how to bring it up.
You think so?
It's possible. It's natural to have doubts and worries in a long distance relationship, but talking about them together can help you both find solutions and strengthen your bond.
I'll talk to her tonight. I just hope she doesn't think I'm complaining or doubting us.
Just approach it with love and understanding, son. Let her know you're in this together and that you want to work through any challenges as a team.
Thanks, Dad. I'll do that.
And remember, no matter what happens, I'm here for you. You can always talk to me about anything. So, how have you both been coping with the distance lately?
It's been tough, Dad. Really tough. Sometimes I feel like we're just going through the motions, you know? It's like we're trying so hard to keep the spark alive, but it's fading.
I understand, son. Long distance relationships can feel like an uphill battle at times. But remember, every relationship goes through rough patches. It's how you navigate them that matters.
I just don't want to lose her, Dad. She means everything to me.
I get that, Tom, but you have to trust in the strength of your connection. Love isn't measured by physical proximity. It's about the depth of your bond and the commitment you both share.
I know, but it's hard not having her here, especially during important moments in my life.
I hear you, son. Missing her is a natural part of being in a long-distance relationship. But think about all the ways you support each other, even from afar. Your love transcends the distance.
Yeah, you're right. I guess I just needed a reminder.
It's okay to feel overwhelmed sometimes, Tom, but don't let those feelings consume you. Focus on the positives and the moments of joy you share, however fleeting they may seem.
I needed to hear that.
Of course, son. And if you ever need someone to talk to or just a listening ear, I'm here for you. Always.
I appreciate that, Dad. You're the best.
You're pretty great yourself, son. Now, why don't we go grab a bite to eat? A good meal always has a way of lifting the spirits.
That sounds good to me. Thanks, Dad.
So, Tom, have you and Sarah been able to find ways to keep your connection strong despite the distance?
We've been trying, Dad. We video call as often as we can, and we send each other little gifts and messages to let each other know we're thinking about them. But sometimes it still feels like it's not enough.
It's commendable that you're putting in the effort, son. But remember, it's not just about the quantity of communication, but the quality. Make sure when you do talk, you're fully present and engaged with each other.
That's a good point, Dad. Sometimes I catch myself zoning out or distracted by other things when we're on the call.
It happens to the best of us, Tom, but try to be mindful of it. Show her that even though you're physically apart, she still has your undivided attention and affection.
I'll definitely work on that, Dad. Thanks for the advice.
Of course, son. And don't forget to make plans for the future together. Having something to look forward to can help alleviate some of the loneliness and uncertainty that comes with long-distance relationships.
We've talked about it a little bit, but it's hard to make concrete plans when we're not sure when we'll be able to see each other next.
I understand, but even setting small goals or milestones can help. Whether it's planning a visit or discussing eventual relocation, having a shared vision for the future can strengthen your bond and give you both something to work towards.
That makes sense, Dad. I'll bring it up with Sarah and see how she feels about it.
Good idea, son. Remember, communication is key. Make sure you're both on the same page and willing to make compromises if necessary.
I will, Dad. Thanks for always being there for me and offering such great advice.
Anytime, Tom, you're not alone in this journey. Your mom and I are here to support you every step of the way.
Thanks, Dad. That means the world to me.